Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac. I think we're due for a random run, and thank God we didn't get Isaac for once. We might have been due for an Isaac run, but we've done, oh my God, Eve, why are you so fast? Eve must, this is one of the things I notice, like, every time I leave the house, which is rarely, but I go to a convention or something like that, and I don't play Isaac for a couple of days. I notice things about the characters that I didn't notice before for whatever reason. It certainly seems like Eve is real fucking quick. I've done like 5 Isaac runs in a row. Holy shit, we got the mulligan right off the bat. That's a really good item. I almost feel like the game's playing at like twice speed or something like that. The music seems right, but maybe that's just because I'm acclimated to it. I don't know, man. If that's what it is, we'll call it a challenge run. And we'll all be very happy with that. But yeah, getting the mulligan right off the bat is crazy good. It gives us a chance to generate flies when we hit enemies. You probably knew that already because it's an item that I talk about incessantly, but I talk about it incessantly because it's very, very good. So don't get on my back about it. It also has a tendency to lead to some exciting runs, which is even better. We've had some very good runs lately. We've had 2 Mom's Knife runs in a row, and I know that that has to burn you up on the inside. So hopefully we'll be able to get something besides Mom's Knife this time, but still be as powerful as you were on those Mom's Knife runs. In my defense, I think both times, or at least one of those times, we didn't even, like, actively take a deal with the devil. Just Mom's Knife shows up in the item room. It's like you're a single man, and then, like, you know, Kate Upton or Bo Derek shows up. How old am I? And she just goes, hey, want to play a game of Settlers of Catan? And you say, fuck yes, because how often do you get a chance to play a game of Settlers of Catan? It's not like you even had to go to the store and buy it yourself. It's just a free Settlers of Catan sitting right there on the table. Of course you're going to take it. Anyway, we're going to wait for Monstro to die here. The thing with Mulligan is that the tiers of the, or I should say, the flies that you shoot obviously scale with the damage that you actually do. The damage that they do scales with the damage that you do. We are going to check out our curse room here, basically for that exact reason, even though that is going to hurt a little bit. And we got more flies as a result. Probably not worth it, but whatever. And we have the foundation for what's a very interesting run here. But I can't express to you accurately how disappointed I am that, unfortunately, this could be an awesome play for us here if we can definitely get that nickel and the penny along with it, and maybe the secret room as well. That could open up the shop to us. But anyway, I can't express my utmost disappointment with the fact that we got a range upgrade from our first boss, which is really just like the fly in the ointment in this case, isn't it? In fact, we have 2 bombs. We can get a guaranteed 12 cents. Could use a bomb there as well. Let's use our key first here, though. We get Odd Mushroom, which is pretty important for us. It'll lower our rate of fire, which lowers the like base rate at which we'll spawn flies, but it also gives us extra damage, and above all that is an HP upgrade. So that's extremely useful. Obviously, I don't even know why you had to ask me, hypothetical person that I just made up. Sure, if you're just gonna kill yourself, I guess you can, you know, reserve that right in many countries in the world. Strength card. I think we're just gonna use this to fight the boss. The strength card doesn't work, and I know I have to say this because, you know, sometimes I forget, but also people are always asking about it. I don't believe that you can use the strength card to shirk, like, 1 heart from a deal with the devil. Like, if it costs 2 hearts, you can't just use the strength card, and then it's like, oh, you only got 1 heart of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. No, it takes whatever you give it out of your own health, so that wouldn't work for us. But I will take this HP upgrade for sure, and with 4 HP, we'll see what we've got in this deal with the devil, and you know what? I will absolutely take the Pact. I think the Pact is a very good item. Gives us much greater extra damage. And of course, anytime we have the chance to get some extra damage or rate of fire, tiers up or damage up, we're going to take it because it gives us better flies. And the more flies that we get, the better those flies do. The better our chances become, like, exponentially, basically. Not exponentially, but disproportionately greater than they would on a normal run. So we're in a weird position here. I'm really hoping, actually, this is kind of the perfect boss for us to fight. Either we're going to get a bomb-related item, or we're going to get bombs. And that should allow me to open up that Tinted Rock, as well as get that 12-cent boost. And why is that important, especially the Tinted Rock? Oh, we actually just got a key out of it, which is way better, but... and actually, we got a bomb, too, so it's good in many different ways, but it's important because this allows us to now buy something from the shop. Now, whether or not the coin purse is the item we want is very, very debatable, but one thing's for sure, we will get the money. And do we want to get the coin purse? It's kind of tempting. Let's see if we can get, like, a secret room here as well. It's not on that side, but we did get all of the money down here, too. Let's buy the coin purse to start with here, just to see what we get. Because we could get a Balls of Steel pill. Secret room's probably not even close. Let's buy it. I'm feeling brave right now, especially if this one turns out to be good. You know, if we're gonna get a bad pill, That's not so bad. Friends till the end is meaningless. And puberty is meaningless. So, basically, we got a range downgrade. How do I feel about that? Yeah, it could have been worse, honestly. And the secret room will not be here, but it's worth checking. And mostly because we get the money out of it, and the secret room is almost certainly right there. But instead of worrying about that, I'm just gonna... There's no way for me to get the money and the tinted rock, huh? So I'm just gonna put that there, and sure, we got 1 spirit heart out of that. It's not a great deal, but we're leaving this floor much better than we found it. Or much better than it found us, I guess, in that context. I am disappointed with our lack of keys. I'm disappointed that the coin purse was not very good, and we probably should have just saved our money and gone to the shop on maybe this floor instead. Hopefully we'll be able to go to that regardless. But sure, who dares wins sometimes. Sometimes who dares just ends up, you know, being okay in the end. Not necessarily, you know, enormous coups happening all the time. We didn't really end up worse for wear, except that we spent 15 cents. And, you know, of course, I don't want to spend 15 cents on jack shit. It was actually worse than jack shit. It was a range downgrade. Slightly worse than jack shit, at least. But whatever. What's done is done, and certainly those pills could have turned out a lot worse. More spirit hearts is fine. With 2 keys, we can now go to both of these item rooms and speak of the devil, and they appeared even before I finished saying that sentence. That's how clairvoyant I am. I sent the neurons to send the messages prior to the actual stimulus even existing. More money could come in handy eventually. For now, I'm totally stoked to get the rosary. We don't have a spacebar item, so to be honest with you, the Bible isn't even that bad. I'll just take some more spirit hearts, so hopefully my survival's improved, and it's not like we can reroll it anyway. And I was gonna say watch there be a reroll in here, but no, it's Mutant Spider, which is obviously quad shot, which apparently shows up on every single run now, along with a disproportionate number of nickels and dimes. I'm happy to have it. Quad shot's a really good option for us. It's not even an option, it's Steven Seagal's the final option. Let's lose one of those spirit hearts we gained from the rosary just by walking in here and seeing if we get more flies again. But also, you know, 4 shots, quadruple the amount of flies generated, theoretically, although our rate of fire will go down, but let's just ignore that because that complicates the mathematics a little bit more than I would like. So again, damage, rate of fire, stuff like that really, really helps us out a ton here. So, Mutant Spider is all of those and none of those, so I'm happy to have it. More keys would also be nice, but, you know, I'm pleased with the 2 items we got here. Rosary is making the best of a normally fairly dubious situation, but Quad Shot is... They might as well just start all characters with Quad Shot, apparently, because that's what this game's becoming, is just Quad Shot every single run. That key is potentially very useful, but I'm always happy to have it, or usually happy to have it. I took it on the last run, even though, or 2 runs ago, even though I'm pretty sure it gave us a damage downgrade. That's how much I love Quad Shot. I just have a very soft spot for it. The soft spot is in my pants. It's my butt? That doesn't really make it any better, does it? Now, I'm taking more damage than I would like, but this is a big floor for us. We've gotten 2 okay, well, 1 good, 1 okay item. We have a boss trap room, which I would very much love to visit. We have a series of 2 boss rooms, which I would very much love to receive HP or damage upgrades, and then a deal with the devil. We got a luck upgrade, and that might help us if there's an arcade, and there could be an arcade on this floor, because we came down to it with 6 cents, which is more than enough to trigger the arcade spawning. The blood bank would allow us to go to the boss trap room, maybe give us an HP plus speed upgrade as well. We've got a key necessary to go to the shop. This is what I mean when I say it's a big floor. On XL floors like this, it always seems like they're kind of like everything or nothing, or all or nothing, kind of like O-Town's second smash hit single. Well, second single. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say smash hit. O-Town didn't have a second smash hit single. They had Liquid Dreams, which was, I mean, if you're like 13, 14, or around that age, I know there's a lot of like 13-year-olds right now, or 14-year-olds that are like, fuck it, man. I'm 13, or I'm 14, not 13. Don't let me in with those stupid 13-year-olds. Anyway, disregard me being ageist for a second. But if you're of that age and you have people that are my age, you know, 25 or so, telling you like, oh, your music's stupid, blah, blah, and you like music that is popular and they're calling stupid, just bring up O-Town's Liquid Dreams, because there was a period in popular music, and it was a period I grew up in, where you could sing a song that's basically, like, literally about having a wet dream. This is not a thinly veiled metaphor in the form of, like, afternoon delight or something like that, which is obviously about fucking during the daytime. Everyone knows it. But at least they try to, like, hide it a little bit, you know? Something always said, what's right is right, gonna get some afternoon delight. That could just be, if you're really, really dumb, you could just think that's about coffee or something, right? They might not be about coffee, but I'll tell you that they definitely had 2 creams. Gross. Okay. But Liquid Dreams is just straight up about having a wet dream about a lady. And it's the most literal song perhaps ever made. I dreamt about a girl, something Destiny's Child, with a little bit of Madonna's style, with Janet Jackson's Child. Okay, now I'm starting to realize that maybe I don't remember it correctly. Rolling her body like Jennifer. I'm assuming that's meant to be Jennifer Lopez. She is the star of my Liquid Dreams. My Liquid Dreams. It's basically just a list. The song is a list of celebrities that the person is dreaming about and coming in their underwear while they're asleep. At least I hope they're in their underwear. Otherwise, they're gonna end up doing a lot of laundering on the sheets. But anyway, for real. And what did we do as 13, 14-year-olds? We fucking pushed it to #1, man. O-Town's not going anywhere. O-Town's gonna be here in 10 years. No, they're not. They're alive. At least I'm assuming at least half of them are. You never know with boy bands. But for real, don't let anyone my age shit on you for that. And I know there's probably a couple of like 30 or 40-year-olds out there, or even older, and they're saying, yeah, music was good when I was a kid, and then it started sucking after that. It's not true. You got to answer for like Leif Erikson and shit like that. And I've forgotten some of the other names. You got to forgive me. It's a little bit before my time, but still, every generation of 13 and 14-year-olds listen to some good music, but a lot of really shitty music. And I'll own up to it. It just embarrasses me when I see people that are like my age, again, mid-20s. First off, don't yell at kids for the music they like now, because you're supposed to have like a job and maybe working on a family, or at least having higher level priorities than what 12-year-old kids are buying from HMV or downloading from whatever the new hip torrent site is. That being said, also, we listened to some dumbass music when we were kids, so give them a chance. And people are like, hey, Justin Bieber's a fucking Jew. Hey, who cares, man? He's music for 13-year-old kids. It's not music for airports. You want that, you go listen to Brian Eno or something like that. This is music for kids, and they wanna hear about the most thinly veiled PG-13 level awkward fucking that they possibly can, and so did we. Oops, I did it again. We all know what it was. What else with Britney Spears? Hit Me Baby One More Time. We all knew that wasn't a song about domestic violence, even when we were 13. But we thought our parents didn't know, but they knew, man. They knew. Anyway, we got the blood bank there. I'm glad I had a tangent to kind of distract myself, because that was fun. I had a good time with it. We got some good items there. Sure, more red hearts we can't do anything with. We also got some HP from our boss trap room. You know, I don't know if those pills do anything, so I'm just going to ignore them rather than waste a bomb, even though we've got a decent number of bombs. This floor's turned out pretty good for us so far, to be honest with you. Sure, another luck up, why not? We'll have our 2 boss fights now, and these are of critical importance. We've probably fucked ourselves out of shop items by taking the rosary. I'll just admit that right now, but I guess we could get the Bible and use it to fly and kill Mom instantly, and then probably accidentally forget that it instantly kills you if you use it on like Mom's heart, maybe? I can't remember. Anyway, long story short, hopefully we don't end up actually doing that, but I would mostly just like whatever anybody likes. You don't have to be a snob about it. As long as they give good reasons for it, that's okay. Especially if it's music, but this does not go for, I'm trying to think of what band would I actually support disliking. I'm taking some time here. I actually don't know. I think it's all good, man. So, we may have a deal with the devil here. We're gonna get a cube of meat for sure. I think I've done pretty admirably on this floor. A deal with the devil would be in order. Thank you very much. Even if it's just Krampus, that's a good item for me. It's actually Common Cold, and I mean Demon Baby as well, but I'm gonna take Common Cold. I like Common Cold. Damage over time is always nice. This should go without saying. We're not gonna look for the secret room on that floor. And you know what? We're in a pretty good position. We're gonna have 49 cents, 4 keys, 6 bombs, good damage. I'm not gonna do an inventory on my items, because, just to be honest with you, I'm a little bit too lazy to go through the mental inventory of that right now. But Common Cold, the Pact, Odd Mushroom, and the Mulligan, along with Quad Shot, are gonna go a long way towards helping me out here. And anything that we can get to keep stacking up that damage works for me. I don't believe that damage will, that fly damage will improve as a result of Common Cold, but our damage overall will improve as a result of Common Cold, and that's really the most important thing. So, We can just get this poison in here. I wonder if luck up causes our chances of poisoning to go up. I'm not sure. Oftentimes, some tier effects like that will scale with luck. Tough love is an example of that. It causes you to shoot more teeth. Let's see what we've got going on in our shop. Of course, it had to be the Bible. I mean, basically, I'm spending 15 cents to not have to get it again. So hopefully we don't end up fighting Super Greed on the next floor. He's super greedy. We still can't fly, by the way, which is a little bit of a sore spot for me. I mean, we can fly a little bit by way of the Bible, but that's not a metaphor. Also, literally, the Bible will give you the ability to fly. I've read it. I know the incantation. No, I'm not going to tell you. You got to discover it for yourself. No one can be told what the flying code located in the Bible is. You can only see it for yourself. So does the Bible... I mean, I use it so rarely. Not in real life. I use that every time before I record an Isaac video. Forgive me, Father, for I have thrown. Does it do anything beyond the flight? Doesn't appear so. I've taken way too much fucking damage on this bloat fight. I would say another deal with the devil is definitely out of the question here. That's okay though, because we're gonna survive. Okay, that was sloppy. I'm not gonna try to tell you that that's not sloppy. That was sloppy. We got a tiers upgrade though, which is a great upgrade when we can also generate more flies as a result. Definitely don't want to get anything else in the shop. Do some more exploration, because of course we want to make sure we go to the item room. 7 bombs means the secret room is a viable opportunity if we could actually find it. We are on Necropolis. How do we make this run work? Because it's going well so far, but it's certainly not a guaranteed winner. How do we make it a guaranteed winner? Doesn't guaranteed winner sound like a sandwich that you could buy? If there was like at the height of post 9/11 insanity, McDonald's releases a new tertiary fast food chain called America Burger. That's what it sounds like to me, anyway. I totally forgot what the tangent was that led into that because I got too enamored with the actual, the payoff, but that's okay too. So, sneak some quad shots in here. There we go. And no one can defeat the power of the quad laser, etc., etc. Yumhard is better than the Bible, I would say, although still not really altogether that good. But that's okay too. We will go back to full health. I'm only going to use Yumhard in situations where, you know, it absolutely warrants it. Yumhard might end up, you know what? There you go, right there. Yumhard might end up being one of those items that actually does become a crux of this run. And that scares me, because normally I consider it pretty inessential. But yeah, it's beyond a theoretical possibility that it could end up helping me out quite a lot. This is some terrible damage there, so I won't be going to the curse room, at least not right away. There's more health remaining, I'm assuming, on some of these levels, but we have to get there first. More keys. Sure, you know what? We will go to the curse room now because we cleared this out. And there's our secret room. Not going to use another 1 heart, basically, or half a heart even to get that. Instead, we'll just come through here and try not to get yourself killed. Kind of want to pick up that other half heart first before I gamble too much here. No, like, literally, I'm gambling now, but I was gambling with my life a second ago. So all that for 1 key. I'm the luckiest girl in the world right now. So let's take our half heart and get the fuck out of this floor. Hopefully we don't end up on Necropolis 2, because Necropolis 1 nearly butt-fucked me. Like, for real. You should see what's going on with my chair right now. This is some weird, like, Evil Dead shit. And I think that we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good for Mom anyway. We'll see what happens as we move on a little bit further in the game. But we are in the point where, you know, one slip up could put us in a very dangerous position. We didn't slip up, but this change of being, well, this similarity of being on Necropolis scares the fuck out of me right now, because we didn't do so hot on Necropolis 1. Necropolis 2, you know, honestly, the bloat might be more difficult than Mom, so we may end up actually pulling this one out and having an easier time on this floor, but certainly much more difficult than we would have if we were dealing with just the depths. The Johnny Depps. Not the Johnny Depp, I bet, is very easy to deal with. He strikes you as the guy that would have a hard, you know, policy on stuff, which is why I think I'm totally wrong and he would actually be easy to deal with. You know, it's like Kanye West said in All Falls Down, the prettiest people do the ugliest things. Wait, I think I may have just called Johnny Depp not pretty. I didn't mean it that way, Mr. Depp. You were in fine form in The Lone Ranger, which neither I nor nobody on planet Earth actually saw. Except on airplanes. So, I'm being very wary, very conservative in my play right now, trying to hang out on the other side of the map, not have to deal with any riffraff or bullshit. Those are the 2 members of LMFAO, right? You know, that's the band that you can be a little bit self-righteous about. Thank you to my cat, by the way, for choosing exactly that opportunity to walk across my desk. It appears that I did not get hit, so I'm gonna take that as a positive. Mr. Mega's totally fine. More bombs, better bombs. It's good news. We will just continue moving along because our shop is the only room besides the boss room that still has a little bit of importance associated with it. That we know of, at least right now. Could be an arcade around here as well, which could be kind of cool. Again, I feel like there's no need to use the Yum Heart. You might be saying, why not use the Yum Heart anyway? Recover that half heart you're missing. Well, what if we get hit once, or what if we get hit twice on the next room? Then I'll want to have the Yum Heart ready to get me back to full health. So that's what I'm thinking about that. You might be saying, well, if you get hit twice, you'll get another charge on your Yum Heart. No, I won't, you ding-dong. You're thinking that I have the Nun's Habit. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with you, I guess I should say. You're making Northernlion caliber mistakes here. That's not cool, man. Now, those two jerks are dead. More keys is good for me. Mork and more keys. Mindy and more keys. Is there a Mork and Mindy joke in there somewhere? Am I the Mork and Mindy joke? Is the Mork and Mindy joke in your hands right now? Zombie, 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 hee. I don't know. That was like 7 jokes in one and none of them were good. Which sounds like the name of David Spade's reality show. Okay, now we get Nun's Habit. Who's the smart ass? I guess that would be you. Congratulations. Hypothetical person that I invented. And you know, this effectively means that we have the wafer in some ways. But not really, because if we have spirit hearts, then the wafer would not apply. Well, like, our version of the wafer that we have right now won't apply if we have spirit hearts. So it's a pretty shitty version of the wafer, all things considered, if that's what we're relying on. Mind you, it does mean that we get a guaranteed payout on the arcade. The only thing we need to know is whether or not there's a boss trap room on the floor, and if there is a boss trap room on the floor, then we'll just wait it out. But if there isn't, then we'll go ham on it, and that'll be pretty cool, I think. And the other thing we need to know is whether or not there is IV bag or blood bag. Obviously, blood bag is much better for me in this situation, and, well, there's not many situations where the IV bag is better that I can think of. If you have a reroll, I guess it can benefit you, but whatever. Devil card, very useful. We're also the same generation, I'm sorry to harp on this, that push Mark Anthony's I Need to Know to the top of the fucking charts, along with, you know, Livin' La Vida Loca, Mambo Number 5, etc., etc. Etc., etc. is not a song, but it definitely sounds like it could have been a title of a smash pop hit in the late 90s, early 2000s. Anyway, long story short, every generation listens to dumb music, and if you think that today's generation is particularly dumb, you're actually the dumb one. Sorry to tell you that. It must suck for the first time in your life to hear that you're stupid, but you are, so just get over it, basically. People listen to shit, and you can't stop them. Nah, boo-boo. I listen to Creed all the time. It's fucking bad. I hate it, but I love it. I think I love it because it gives me this sense of, like, I'm making somebody else mad that I'm giving Scott Stapp a little bit of ad revenue money or something like that. Anyway, this is a good situation for us, strangely enough. And if you don't know what I mean by that, basically we have Bum Friend, Nun's Habit, Yum Heart, and a Blood Bank, which means that I can pretty much play this ad nauseum, and I have no need for money. So pretty much Bum Friend is... I think I have a chance to get an HP upgrade. I'm never gonna lose any health, and Bum Friend will just pay out with stuff for me. So the longer this goes on, the better it is for me, to be honest with you. Did you see that? Did you see me save this blood bank? I thought about not doing it for a second, and then decided, no, you know what? We're going for it. What do we get here? The Empress. You know, Empress or Devil card. It seems like, you know, they just continue on with one another always. Bum Friend, I would like you to just step back from that ledge, my friend. So that, these are all cards that I want to take but can't. So, I mean, that's fine, but it's just kind of annoying. Bum Friend, I wish you could just move away for a second so that I didn't have to worry about you exploding this fucking blood bank, but that's fine. Basically, oh, I forgot to use the Yum Heart a couple times. That's okay, we can gamble our problems away. Bum Friend might pay out with some red hearts too, or a pill that gives us friends till the end. Either way. Keep it up. Keep it up. Losing 1 heart is not the end of the world. It's not like we're getting to deal with the devil on this floor anyway. This thing's really, really trucking along here, huh? Okay, there's another pill. I found pills. Might as well take it, I guess. Why not? And, yeah, we'll use the Yum Heart and kind of open up a path for ourselves on the side here. I guess it really doesn't matter which of these cards I take with me, to be honest with you. I guess you might as well use the lucky toe here. Does this make it more likely to pay out? I have no idea, but we're rolling in tarot cards here. Strength card. Sure, why not, right? Hey, there we go. It's the IV bag, so fuck everything. But we at least got some stuff. I mean, we'll use the Empress card. It doesn't really matter in the whole scheme of things. We laundered a bunch of keys through our situation there, which is totally fine. Totally fine. Could look for the secret room. Probably should look for the secret room, to be honest with you. Let's hope it's here. It isn't. Let's hope it's here, and if it's not, I'll probably stop wasting bombs. Except there's one... Hey, there we go. There's one more likely location on the way to the boss here. I'm actually glad that we did this. And I'm glad that it took a second to look at my spacebar item, because why the fuck am I using IV bag? You know, Yum Heart's not the best item in the world. It's a slap in the face to say that it's as bad as IV bag. IV bag has its uses, but, you know, this isn't really one of them. Hey, well, thanks, I guess. More money for me. I could gamble a little bit. The problem with, like, IV bag is really good in some situations, but trying to beat the game with a limited amount of health is not one of them. Unless you have, like, Bloody Penny or something associated with it. I don't know. Permanent Polaroid invincibility. Beats me. So we're not going to use the Empress card in this boss fight, because that's silly. We'll instead just take it with us as far as we can go. No compass, no map. We do have Nun's Habit. Decent damage. Not quite enough health. We're Eve. It's going to be an interesting one. We're going to need probably another deal with the devil and another high caliber item to make it happen. We'll see if we get it. Could happen. Could also, like, very reasonably not happen. Right now, I would call this one maybe a Mom's Heart caliber run. That's just where I feel with it right now. I think it would take a lot for us to be elevated past that, but it's not going to take anything for us to get to that point. Like, the difference between Mom's Heart and Isaac, or a run that's capable of beating Mom's Heart versus a run that's capable of beating Isaac, is substantial. So, we don't need, like, 2 more HP to beat Isaac. We need more tears, more damage, and more tear effects, or anything along those lines. Bad damage, but hey, we got Jesus Juice, which is damage upgrade, which is important for us and our flies. We did take the Polaroid down with us, which is smart, and we're on the Womb Part 1. Pretty important that we didn't get an XL floor, so we actually do have a realistic chance of getting a deal with the devil, as long as I play appropriately well. Really don't want to fight Conquest on this floor. Ideally, we would fight the Fallen, because then we could get possibly 2 or even 3, but that's a pipe dream, deals with the devil, which would be amazing, but it's really unlikely. I didn't really want to trade a bomb for a key, just because we haven't, like, fairly adequate numbers of all of them. But I did it because maybe there would be a Tinted Rock in there as well. There wasn't, but we checked. Now we know the rest of the story. Just walk through that guy a couple times. More bombs are good. We do have, that's what I was just trying to say there. We do have no, that's the way I speak. That's okay. Yeah, speaking word. You know, you've heard of sentence fragments before? That's for the uncool kids now. I speak in word fragments, motherfucker. Womb Part 1 is going to be a fight against Skolex, which is borderline ideal, I guess. That was the greatest bomb assist of all time. Did you see the bullshit that fly did for us? That was amazing. So we're just going to let Bumfriend pick up all these. We don't have a reroll anyway, so kind of just got to let Bumfriend do what it wants to do, I suppose. We got a Bloody Penny out of that. Not really worth anything to us now. Guppy's Head and Necronomicon. Unfortunately, both of these are trash. So, you know, we have no more items coming until the chest. Are we going to make it to the chest? Almost certainly not. That doesn't mean it hasn't been a fun run, though. It has been a fun run, in case my language was ambiguous. It's been good. I really like the Mulligan. I think the Mulligan's one of the most fun items in the game. I'm looking forward to seeing how it integrates and synergizes with other items in Rebirth, but this run, it's not looking like it has the power to make it happen. There's not quite enough of those, like, minute chance to work out nicely scenarios actually worked out for us. That's okay. Isaac giveth and Isaac taketh away. You might be saying, you know, why don't you gamble your shit off at that blood bank? We can't, really. Because the trick to get, like, unlimited plays on the blood bank does not work on the wound because you take twice as much damage. Well, yeah, but you can play twice as many times. That is technically true, but you don't get the Nun's Habit charges for it. So, suck on that shit, if you ask me. Now, we'll lose 2 Spirit Hearts to walk... Sorry, 2 Red Hearts to walk in here. I'm gonna do it anyway. Are the pills worth it? I found pills and range down. Do you really need me to answer that question? Of course it wasn't fucking worth it, you smartass. It's theoretically possible that with payouts from Bumfriend, we actually could play that blood bank a little bit more than you might expect for this point of the game. Normally, I try to be pretty conservative with womb-level blood banks just because the amount of health that they take versus what they're, you know, inclined to give you. That being said, there is at least a mathematical chance they would be a good idea. It's not a good mathematical chance, but it does exist, and it would help out a lot. 20% more health at this point would be very nice. We'll see what Bumfriend gives us over the next little while. Because we got a whole floor to go here. Hopefully not, but in all likelihood we have a whole floor to go. Why get, you know, impatient? We can afford to bide our time a little bit. Because if we don't, well, then we'll just end up killing ourselves in the blood bank anyway, so no harm, no foul, I suppose. I'm trying to stay at a half-heart interval. That was almost the worst damage I've ever taken in my life. But yeah, we'll try to stay at a half-heart interval because obviously this makes us more survivable in the short, long, and medium term. Yeah. Bumfriend, you didn't quite move the bomb far enough. I appreciate that, actually. For once, I want to let you know that I appreciate you not accidentally hurting me with that bomb. That was very nice of you to not be a total asshole. I keep taking money from him, too. I feel bad about it, but is basically what I'm going to say to that. Now, we'll toss down a couple of bombs here. Just to see if maybe there's a secret room nearby. Probably many locations where it could be. And we just checked 2 of them. We have more than enough bombs to beat Mom's Heart. And again, I really do think that, you know, beating Mom's Heart is the bare minimum for our prognosis here. Rooms like Fighting Dirty Jr., or rooms like this one where we're Fighting Dirty Jr., though, are, you know, things that negatively affect that prognosis, no question about it. Good use of the Yum Heart there, though. We're all right. It's a pill we haven't had before. It's bad gas. Fitting. Not for any particular reason, I suppose, except that I feel like this run's kind of going down the shitter, and that's where the bad gas should go as well. Most of the time. Is that the ideal? I never realized with farting, is the ideal just never fart? And we're talking about from an average social standpoint here, not just like a, wouldn't it be funny if everybody farted all the time social standpoint, which obviously, yes, it would be hilarious. But is that the ideal, to fart down the toilet or just never fight at all, or never fart at all? Don't give us none of your aggravation, we've had it with your flatulence. Saturday night's alright for farting, get a little gaseous, yeah. That's not really sensical at all. I apologize for infringing on your trademark, Chad Kroger. I know that you wrote that song for Nickelback, and it's a damn shame that that talentless hack, Elton John, decided to rip it off and then build a time machine and go back and record it like 30 years in the past, but shit happens, you know? There's no accounting for taste. We all know it was the Hockey Night in Canada theme song for a little while, so I think that probably gave you more attention than Elton John's ever had. We're in a weird situation. Like, not only with my commentary, which I think is just obvious based on the fact that I exclusively talk about late 90s and early 2000s shit rockers now around the world, but we also need to get some extra health. You know, to be honest with you, picking up the Spirit Heart is actually pretty integral here. Keep cool. That was kind of close. I don't know what that shot was, but we're fine. Definitely should have let Bumfriend take that. That was pretty stupid of me. I say we fight Mom's Heart. And then, you know, as much as I've talked about going to this blood bank, we're probably just going to leave instead. Some hearts available, but if they're still available on the map, that tells me that I probably either didn't need them, which would be fine, we'll go pick them up now, or I couldn't get to them in the first place. And I don't know the answer to that question, so I guess we'll definitely go back and check. It's a smart idea. I'm just trying to talk myself out of going back and checking, but it's always good to check. You never know what you might find. That was a pretty terrible shot there, but luckily that was also the shot where crowd control is the least important. These enemies are very, very easy to kill, and Mom's Heart's gonna go down without too much of a fight, to be honest with you. That does fuck up our half-heart interval. Yeah, we're gonna check out those hearts quickly, I guess. And we may have a small chance to beat Isaac. And if we have a small chance to beat Isaac, then we have a small chance to get good items on the chest and a small chance to beat Blue Baby. That's very nice. I think this is perfect, actually. This amount of health. It's the perfect amount of health to not have to backtrack, to make up for. So that's the perfect amount of health, if you ask me. Okay, we'll come up. The Cathedral is going to be an interesting one. Oh, you know why it's the perfect amount of health? Because we can just Yum Heart there. Duh. Cathedral. This is, as good as it's going to get for us in the Cathedral, basically. So let's try not to take, yeah, you know, 2 hits on the first 10 fucking seconds. Better than taking 3 hits, which we almost did there. There we go. Having a red heart drop is actually more important than the game probably realizes at this point. Generating more flies would be nice. Right now we're generating like 1 for every 12 shots. It's just not enough for us. Or we need to get like technology or something. That was the worst dodge of all time. Will we be able to yum heart out of this and keep our red heart available? We'll see. Seriously, you're not dead yet? You've been like poisoned forever. Yeah, we will be able to. Now we have 2 red hearts on the ground. That's a nice little bit of leeway that don't always get. And the real problem is that, you know, poison damage is going to cause Isaac to shoot... Oh, sorry, bum friend. Poison damage is going to cause Isaac to shoot the whole fucking time. And we don't have a good enough defense with our orbitals to get around that. So, it's going to be a weird one. That's a goat hoof. We have no need for that. Would be nice, I guess, to get a little faster. I can't believe I didn't take damage for that long, to be honest with you. And then I can't believe I got hit immediately right after. This is a weird one. It's a tough one, too. I bet I can make it. I bet if I just get a little lucky, I can make it. I know there's red hearts that I can get. If I need them for this room, then I deserve to die. That's my logic on things. Oh, good dodges. Be smart. Oh, bad, bum friend. Click on the draw there. 2 of hearts. Very useful. We can use that in the future. Oh, no, the Empress card's probably more valuable, isn't it? It is. The problem, or one of the problems, I should say, with 2 of hearts is that it will only bring you back to an even number, whereas we'd want to stay at a half-heart interval, maybe get 2 instances of permanent Polaroid invincibility. Obviously, like, the lowest interval for hearts in Isaac is a half, and when you double it, you always get an even amount, so... That's not really gonna help us, unless there's, like, regular half-hearts on the ground. I don't know, man. I got a card right now that gives me more damage. That's gonna be worth more. That's all I know for now. And we could, again, try to play the blood bank. It's an extremely risky play, as you are probably well aware. It's okay, keep moving. It's a pill we've never... Oh, it's friends to the end. We'll use it right away, because we don't have really a shortage of flies anyway, so might as well just knock it out. Let's put a bomb down. Oh, thank you, bum friend. Luckily, still managed to knock some bombs out of this. I say luckily, I think it's quite obvious, because I was going to fight him that way, but then I decided to just leave instead. That was a decision that I made consciously, even though it seems like I was confused or befuddled by my brain's decision to usurp control over my body. It's okay, though. If we just keep... Bumfriend actually got it. I'm so proud of you, Bumfriend, for realizing that I can't be trusted. So our secret room contains Dad's key. Amazing. So are we going to bomb our way out of the death room again? I suppose we are. Kind of comical at this point. Yep, I deserve that damage. So, we get the Empress card again. I forgot what I was talking about a second ago, but that's okay, because the most important thing is that we're on track to get a decent fight against what I hope is Isaac here. I say I hope because, geez, wouldn't it be crazy if we ended up, like, fighting our own demons inside there, like some kind of spirit animal quest or something like that? That'd be pretty fucked up. Haven't made a game like that yet, where the final boss is, like, literally, or is anything but literally yourself. We are going to go in here. It's going to cost us some health. It's risky. We ended up getting back to full health. I thought it was worth checking to see if maybe there would be like a, you know, the mark. Let's be honest, I was checking to see if Mom's knife was in there. But there are other items that I also would have enjoyed as well. Remember to double back. We'll open up this golden chest. It is a spirit heart. Stop taking Bumfriend's money. I'm just too quick for him. And there's a pill. It's a pill we haven't seen before. Bad trip. Wonderful. It's actually not the worst thing in the world, because now we know there's a full health pill in the rotation. But it still kind of sucks, because it hurt us there. But you gotta, you know, get hurt to get new knowledge sometimes. There is our boss room. There is no way I want to fight the boss with less health than we have right now. If we go into the boss fight with this amount of health, I would give us a pretty... Actually, you know what? I would be totally fine going into the boss fight with 1/2 heart less health. There's no half hearts available for us to pick up right now, so it's okay. Be smart about it. We'll make it work. The Empress card's gonna be good. We take half damage on the Isaac fight. well, you take half damage on all fights because of Yum Heart, but it's specifically on single rooms. So, just be cool about it. You can take more hits than it looks like. I effectively have more HP than it looks like if I remember to use it. And we're going in with the charge, which is pretty good. So let's pop this Empress card. Every time I get hit, I should go drop... Oh, that was really terrible. Every time I get hit, I should go drop a Mr. Mega on him. Unfortunately, Bumfriend kind of makes that a difficult proposition, because it takes the bomb with me when I move around. We also, in addition to the poison damage, which is already going to cause him to fire like crazy, we have Dead Bird standing up there, like, impotently doing jack fuck all. You may remember him as the character from every Tim Burton movie. Jack fuck all. Anyway. It's kind of a lot of Johnny Depp's characters when you think about it. I almost don't need to shoot. I just need to stand in the fucking corner, get out of the way. Let Dead Bird take 25 minutes to finish this off. Now we can take one more hit, then Yum Heart, then take 2 more hits after that, I think. No, we can take 1 more hit after that. That's good to know. Be vigilant. We actually are going to make it through the Isaac fight. So I was wrong in my projections. We didn't really get anything that made us stronger, but we did win that there. So let's come down. The chest is important, ladies. Nah, not really. Okay, all stats up, or SMB Superfan is what we need there. Chemical Peel's another damage upgrade. We can't reroll anything, so we might as well just go with it. And what do we want? Crack the Sky or Yum Heart? We're at a half-heart interval. I think Yum Heart sounds mighty nice right now. See if there's any full hearts in here. Half heart, full heart consequences. And truth be told, those are some pretty okay upgrades that we've gotten there. Again, I believe SMB Superfan is not an actual all stats upgrade, like on a paper level, or on paper I should say. Doesn't actually make all of our stats go up. I think it might make speed go down or something like that. I don't know. But if it per capita or per tier causes our tiers to do more damage, that's great, and it also means that our flies do more damage, which is really not the main thing I'm going for, but one of the major focuses of my life at this point. It's too fucking many Gertie Juniors, dog. Little Gertie Jr., you gotta go down. Here we go. One more go. Okay, we even got a Spirit Heart out of it. Thank you, Dead Bird, for jumping on that grenade for me and stopping me from getting hit. Much effing appreciated. I still can't fly. Sugar Ray would be so pissed. I don't get why he called the band Sugar Ray. His name's Mark. Should have called it like Mark Ray. I don't know what his okay, his last name is McGrath. I was gonna lie and say I don't know what his last name is, but let's be honest. He's a rocker from the late 90s, early 2000s. I know what his last name is. It's Mark Kravitz. Now, Mark Kravitz is just a nice name. 2 of clubs. We'll pop that right away. Was kind of hoping it would be a 2 of hearts. That would really help us out on the Isaac fight, or the Blue Baby fight at least. Kind of a weird position here. It did manage to take out the 2 little Larry Juniors. Now, you remember that when we got one, sorry, not Larry Juniors, Gertie Juniors. When you got one Gertie Junior, you want to keep it on like a parallel angle with yourself, so that you can take it out more easily by not having to worry about like entropy-rich bounces. That's how I would describe it. Entropy-rich bounces. You want to avoid those. So, Pestilence will be dead, like right now, basically. Good enough. I was off by a fraction of a second, but I still won the grand prize, a first-class one-way ticket to, not the boss room, to Triple Wicked, or Widow. I botched the joke in so many ways, but let's just pretend we didn't instead. Alright, thank you. Bumfriend has nothing for me. That's okay. Shit happens. We got an Eternal Heart out of one of these. I'm not even sure if that provides us with any benefit at all at this point in the game. I think it may not. And of course, we've been blessed enough here to have to continue to explore the entirety of the chest. If we end up winning on this run, let's put it this way, we deserve it. Not that it's been the most difficult run we've ever had. I can't think of it off the top of my head. We have had runs that were harder than this one. That's fine. That's not to say this one isn't difficult, though. This is a very tough one. If we came back with the Ankh, we might actually be able to do it, so why don't we drop a bomb down there? Didn't work. We're looking for the secret room to see if maybe there's an Ankh, a 1-up, raw liver, unicorn horn. When you say it like that, it sounds really good. I like that. Unicorn horn. Give it a try. You like it? Probably not as much as I do, fucker. That says a lot about both of us, I would say. Both of us watching, both of us, meaning me, the creator of the video, and you, the one person watching it. Now, pays to be a little bit cautious here. You know what I like about Northernlion is the way he mixes the ramblings of an uncaged mental patient with cogent strategic gameplay and strategy. That was me talking to myself, thereby fulfilling the prophecy outlined in the very same joke that I just, you know, prophesied or outlined there. It's okay though, bum friend. Got nothing for me, then tell me no secrets, give me no lies, you know? I've never used that expression before. Did I use it correctly? I don't know, but now, there you go. There's another idiom. The whole English language is idiomic as far as I'm concerned. Doesn't really make any sense at all. Whatever. That's how language evolves, man. William Shakespeare made up a bunch of words. I don't see why YOLO can't be in the dictionary. Now, we'll definitely kill Famine first. It's always easier to take out the easy enemy and then just avoid the larger enemy until that becomes a bigger problem. Not sure why our shots turned red, unless they have been red for a while and I just started, like, to notice it. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, the run's still going fairly well as a result, so I don't feel like that I botched it or anything like that. I think we might be able to survive this just by sheer damage dealing potential, but he was closing in on me. Oh, good. Daddy Longlegs. Please do the move where I can't actually attack you. There's the one. I like that one. It's really good. He has, like, super high defense. It's like, you know, the boss in Dark Souls using some bullshit shield mechanic. I was gonna spoil Dark Souls 2, but then I decided not to because I remember it's not April 25th yet and not everybody has 200 hours in that game. So, there we go. More keys for me. Of all the things that I'm impressed with so far on this run, specifically on the chest, I am very impressed with my own ability to not pick up hearts as soon as they drop on the ground. It's been 50% luck, 50% patience, but sincerely, that's also the most important rule for when you choose whether or not to open a medical practice as a GP. 50% luck, 50% patience. That's just a joke me and my doctor friends tell one another when we're down at the country club. Hey, thank you, bum friend. Now, just keep moving it around here. Are you starting to believe? I'm starting to believe a little bit that we can actually make this run work. And it's basically just through sheer force of will and some items that actually ended up being relatively okay. We may full well have a fucking chance here, which is just comical to me. Why didn't I take the white pill? You know, actually having a few extra flies when we go in here is actually pretty useful. Alright, so how does this bullshit work? I don't know. Don't take damage, because the longer we can go without Dead Bird actually getting in there and being fucking terrible, the better it is for everybody. There's Yum. I should have used Yum Heart earlier. Stupid of me not to. Got a lot of DOT right here. Damage O time. It's an Irish expression. I wouldn't expect you to know it. Good. Anytime I can get a Mr. Mega Shot in there without getting hit myself is good. Is it Mr. Mega Shot? Is that like Shaggy's name for himself? Not Scooby-Doo Shaggy. Like, fornicating Shaggy. Not to say that Shaggy from Scooby-Doo is, you know, virginal, I'm just saying. You know what Shaggy I'm talking about. Wasn't me. They have photographic evidence. Wasn't me. Got my DNA fingerprint. Wasn't me. Caught me on camera admitting to it. Wasn't you. Doesn't really. Okay, we're close to death. Let's focus. Blue Baby's close. Blue Baby died. We got the health. Holy shit, we're gonna win. Holy crap. We won. I didn't think we would make it. We did. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.